Hello everyone, welcome to the 120 Q&A practice. We're going to start off with some direct examination. So plaintiff will be questioning. Ready? Mrs. Taroni, what, please, is your relationship to Stacy Lee Burkhart? I am her grandmother. What is your husband's full name? Charles Edward Taroni. Now, ma'am, how long has Stacy Lee Burkhart lived with you? Well, let me think for just 1 minute. Counsel, excuse me, do you want to lay a foundation for that question? Very well, Your Honor. Mrs. Taroni, do you recollect or remember? You can answer this, yes or no. Do you recollect the circumstances under which Stacy Lee Burkhart came to live in your home? Yes, I do. Will you briefly relate the circumstances of Stacy coming to live in your home? Stacy's aunt, my daughter, would email me asking me if I knew of someone or if I could care for Stacy, and as she was unable to care for her, she was 1.5 years old at that time. All right, would you give me the full name of your daughter, please? Yes, Stephanie Comstock. Is that the lady who is out in the hallway now? Yes. Excuse me, you say she emailed you? Yes, I had several emails from her and also phone calls. Where was she living at the time? In Silver Springs, Maryland. Now, Mrs. Taroni, did you see out in the hallway today a lady who at one time was the wife of Mr. Leland Taroni? Yes. What is her name, if you know? Kristen Burkhart. Would you spell it? Kristin Burkhart. Do you understand? Strike that. What relationship is Kristen Burkhart to Stacy? She's Stacy's natural mother. All right. Now, do you remember approximately what date Stacy came to live with you? July the 6th, 2010. Pardon me? July the 6th, 2010. And who physically brought Stacy to your home on that date? My son, Leland Taroni, and my daughter. Are you referring to Stephanie Comstock? Yes. Do you have any recollection of the conversations of that date concerning Stacy being brought there? Well, they just mentioned that both of the children would be left there. The other little girl, Annie, was about 2.5 at that time. They said she was unable to care for both children, especially Stacy, since she was still in diapers and taking a bottle. And so I agreed that I would watch her, thinking it would only be something temporary. Then, because I just didn't expect the mother to leave both of her children. Now, a moment ago, you said she was unable to care. Who do you refer to when you say she? Kristen Burkhart. To help us on the record, Mrs. Taroni, don't say he, she, or they. Would you use a name each time? Now, from the time that Stacy was first brought to you, strike that. How long did Stacy then live in your home? Was it from the time that she was brought until the present moment? She has lived there about 12.5 years now. Have you received any financial support from Mr. Leland Taroni. The first 3 years Leland paid some, I'll say not more than $100 a month. The last money Leland gave me was in November 2013. He gave me $150. Was that cash or how was that paid? Cash. How do you remember that the last cash you received from Mr. Taroni for Stacy was in 2013? Well, he hadn't been. Mr. Taroni hadn't been giving me much money anyway, so I just wrote it down, kept track of it. Do you recollect, ma'am, that Mr. Taroni testified in Rockville that he gave you $60 to $100 each month? Yes, I know he said that. And do you recollect how long he said he provided $60 to $100 cash to you each month? Yes. What was his statement, if you remember? The whole time Stacy has been with me, Mr. Taroni said he gave me that much money up until sometime in March of this year. Can you explain at all, ma'am, why you tell one version and he tells another? No, sir, I can't. Did Mr. Taroni ever pay any monies to you with a check instead of with cash? No, sir. To your knowledge, did Mr. Taroni Leland ever give either cash or a check for Stacy to your husband, Charles Taroni? No. Your Honor, I must ask, does Your Honor have any of the court files or exhibits that were down in Silver Springs? There were certain calendars. The only thing I have is this juvenile court file in Ray, Stacy Lee Burkhart. Does Your Honor have any information as to where the exhibits might be that were in Silver Springs? No, sir. Okay, so we'll switch transcripts. And this one is also going to be plaintiff questioning. Ready? Was it just sitting in there, or was it wrapped or bound in some way? The entire sum was wrapped in plastic. When we removed the plastic, we realized there were individually bound stacks of money. What were they bound together with? Rubber bands. Do you know how much money was discovered in this mattress? I believe it was somewhere around $120,000. Objection, no foundation. Did you count the money yourself? No, I was told that. Sustained. Move to strike. Stricken. Next question. All right. Was anything else found in that bedroom? Yes, I found a large wooden jewelry box on one of the dressers that contained a large amount of methamphetamine along with some paraphernalia. What kind of paraphernalia? There were several cut straws, some razor blades, a small scale, and there was also a glass pipe. Anything else found in that room? I found a loaded .25 caliber handgun in one of the top drawers of the dresser. Anything else? No. Officer, does this room have a closet? No. What kind of closet? Did you say yes or no? I'm sorry, I meant yes. Okay, what kind of closet? I mean, did it have sliding doors or doors that swung open or what? It was a large walk-in type Closet. Did you search that area? Yes, I did. Was anything found in that area? Yes, sir. What? I found a very large arsenal of weapons and ammunition. Excuse me, counsel. We are going to stop here for a moment. We will be in recess for 15 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the same admonishment not to discuss the testimony still applies. We will see you back here in 15 minutes. Thank you. Okay, and that concludes our Q&A practice for the 120 class. Thank you.